This is the video.
Hey Ryan, what do you do at night to calm yourself down?
Joel, I love cutting my own grass, man. Cut my own grass. I love to wash my truck, make sure it's nice and clean.
You're killing me right now. This is the guy that goes home at 2:30, 3 o'clock every day. This guy here can make $250, $300 an hour easy. He's had days he's made $5,000 in commission, and he's telling me that he goes home to mow his lawn where he could pay some kid down the street 20 bucks to do it. You can hire a professional adult who chose not to go and get a sales position to do it for $50. You're absolutely killing me. Ryan, your return on time, you're losing money for your family. Every single minute that you're mowing that lawn, you are losing time with your family. You're losing time where you could be making a much higher return on your time activity. You're killing me. How many of you are doing the same thing? Oh, I'm gonna go mow my lawn, but I don't wanna make a couple calls. I don't do my own oil changes. You know why I don't do my own oil changes? My dad the other day, he's like, son, I could do my oil change for $25. I'm like, Dad, I pay $150 and I do it with a f***ing smile. You know why? Because during that 20 minutes that I'm sitting there, I make 2 phone calls and I made 25 grand. You have to understand your return on time is far greater doing high income producing activities. Do you even know what those are in your business? Take a look in the mirror for a second right now and say to yourself, I am a brokey because I keep mowing my lawn every night. That is a fact. Change your life right now. Start realizing what is your time worth. If you're in a commission position, that means you have unlimited ceilings in what you can earn. You need to respect your time more. Do things that will actually produce income for you. $50 an hour. $50 an hour Ryan. This is what we're gonna call you around here. $50 an hour Ryan. Good luck, Ryan. What I hate the most in business is perfectionists. Perfectionists that are trying to make every little thing perfect. Look, business is perfectly imperfect. There's nothing perfect about it. If I start trying to be perfect about everything, I'm gonna go absolute batshit crazy. That is the #1 way that we will end up going f***ing broke. If you're a real estate agent, how about this? How about you pick up the phone and start calling people that you know? Oh, those leads that you paid for? How about you fucking follow up with them? Give them some value. Common sense, folks, right? It's not that hard. Go to an open house. Go meet some new people. Go door knock your neighbors and introduce yourself. Hey, I baked you some cookies. By the way, are you curious? The house has gone up $150,000 in the last 12 months. Did you know that? Wow, that's pretty exciting. I mean, if you could do that, you can sell real estate and you can make more money. But if you're gonna sit there, well, what blog post should I do? Well, what should I say? Jesus Christ. Do something. It's not perfect. Most stressful part of my day is realizing that we have so much goddamn opportunity in front of us and we're sitting here fucking talking about Ryan Zinger mowing his lawn tonight. That's driving me absolutely bananas. If I'm being brutally honest with you, well, you should be fucking stressed about the fact that you have people that are gonna be broker because you haven't introduced yourself to them. That's fucking driving me up the wall. Best part of my day today is ranting right now and just letting this all out and feeling better. This is like a great therapy session. Here's the thing, man. You're gonna make mistakes as an entrepreneur. You're gonna make mistakes as a colleague, coworker, business partner. #1 thing you do is you own it. I made a mistake. It's on me, my bad. Here's what I learned from it. Going forward, this is how I'd handle the situation if it was to happen again. It's on me.
As a high-level entrepreneur running 2 7-figure companies, what do you do to de-stress?
What do I do to de-stress? I play pickleball. I like to go play pickleball. I go to the gym.
What's the good word?
Morning, everybody. Back in the gym, you know, got the crew. First thing in the morning so I can get like a lot of that anxiety out early. I hang out with my kids. I'm involved in their activities.
How do you keep a champion mindset?
You know, you keep a championship mindset by taking care of yourself first, right? So it starts by, you know, how do you treat yourself? It starts with the way you nourish yourself. Are you getting enough sleep? Exercise, right? Do you treat yourself well? Because at the end of the day, the only thing you have in this world is you and what you can control, which is your body and your mind. So if you don't have control of that, it's easy to lose control of everything around you. So if you're somebody who's depressed, has anxiety, and struggling with life, it's probably because you're struggling with your own self. You don't have control over your mind, your body, your sleep. So start with that. If you can get those things under control and get some discipline in your life, you'll notice everything else around you is gonna do way better. You know what else drives me crazy? People that make good money and have nothing to show for it. It's like, why are you not investing in yourself, taking care of yourself? Like, what the hell is wrong with people? Like, as soon as something happens, like, oh my God, I can't pay my bills. Well, like, guys, take ownership. Like, you got to take care of your shit. Definition of a brokey is somebody that doesn't take accountability for themselves, doesn't take the time to really understand what their worth is, so they really don't recognize and understand the value of time. It's the one finite resource that we all have. And if you don't respect your time, then you will do things that maybe don't empower you. There is abundant opportunity out there. If you want the opportunities, you just gotta work hard, you gotta be disciplined, and you gotta push and get after it. Like, there's no reason for being a brokey in a Western society. Right now, as we're sitting here right now, there's people that are living in third world countries that do not have the opportunities that we have, that literally have to walk 5 miles a day just to get food, and they really don't have the abundance around them. And we're sitting here in comfort, and we can choose whatever the fuck we want to eat every day, and people are afraid to push themselves because they have anxiety. Oh, I'm a little stressed, oh. We're all gonna die, so like, stop worrying about things that are out of your control, because I'll tell you, the one thing that I've learned, and I know this because I've been a brokey before, is you become really resilient when you have to. When your back's against the wall and you have no other choice, you realize like, holy shit, I'm a survivor, I can get through it. So all these people that are worried about these worst case scenarios, I promise you that if you were to hit those worst case scenarios, you'd realize you can figure it out and you'll be resilient. But don't allow yourself to get there, just take action right now. It's a decision, immediately. You're a brokey because your mind is weak. Retrain your mind, train your body, become strong, and you'll do better in life, period. The opportunity is everywhere. Everywhere. I'm sorry. I make no apologies. I spent my whole adult life.
That's exact. Keep going.
Are you still recording? It. I make no apologies. I spent my whole adult life being neutral. Oh, trying to be like, pretend that I'm something that I'm not. Like, oh, everybody's the same, blah, blah, blah. But here's the reality. I love people so much that I'm willing to tell them the hard truth. I care passionately about people that I'm gonna tell them when they're messing up. I tell Ryan all the time when I think he's not living up to his potential, because I love the guy. The worst thing that I can do is just fluff things up for people and just tell them what they want to hear, when the reality of it is, I'm not helping them in any way, shape, or form. So I'm that guy. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
What do you think about, the real estate agents that need help, but they're just in their own way? What kind of message are we sending them?
Stop having analysis paralysis. Stop overthinking every little decision, because I'll tell you, when you're sitting there thinking, there's people like me that are out there doing, and I'm doing big things, massive things. I'm able to do things that you could never dream of. Why? Just because I've taken action, not because I'm better than you, not because I'm smarter than you, definitely not because I'm better looking than you. It's because I'm taking action. So if you're sitting there thinking about what your life could be, I'm out there doing the life that you want to have. How about that? Yeah. You get that, right? If I'm neutral, nobody's gonna pay attention. Nobody wants vanilla. Okay. People want the raw shit. Here it is. They used to call me strawberry ice cream. Like the most bland, blah flavor that nobody cares about. Do you know what it's like to be so broke that you honestly have no idea how you're gonna pay your bills? Maybe you can relate to this story. Picture this. You've been successful all your adult life. You were a bank manager at 22. You did everything that your parents told you was exactly what you need to do to be successful. And then your ex-wife meets some other guy and things start going sideways in your life and you end up getting divorced. And you're minus $80,000 in the hole because you know what? You didn't want to fight with your ex. You wanted to make sure that your sons, your beautiful sons that you had with that person, were put forwards and they were made number one. And here you are. You're a broke motherfucker, minus $80,000 in the hole. Oh, by the way, the new woman in your life, who's now your current wife, she's pregnant with a third kid. Selling cars for $60,000 a year in commission is what you earned for 4 months while you're doing your real estate license. This is a real story. This is me. What did I do? I made a decision. I looked myself in the mirror and I said, no, I am not going to be a guy that takes a shortcut. I'm not going to be the guy that's going to be a victim. It was one of the worst periods of my life, but it was the best thing that happened in my life because it made me realize that everything that I've been taught is a fucking lie. When they tell you, go get a good job, that's job security and safety, it's a fucking lie. How many people do you know who played it safe, went and got a good job, and then all of a sudden that job's gone and they don't know what to do anymore? They don't have a safety blanket. Well, that was me, minus $80,000 in the hole. So what did I do? I put together a plan. I focused and executed on delivering that plan. I took massive, insane levels of action, and I had a mission. I was going to build something that would never allow me to feel that financial vulnerability. And what I would do is I would pay it forward and help other people do the exact same thing in their life. Do you know how many people that I've helped in order to have this? I looked myself in the mirror and I said, Jason, You are here because of you, and you're the only person that can get you out of it. The best investment you can make is in you. Stop playing it safe. One guarantee that I have for you, Jason, is one day you're gonna die. And do you wanna look yourself in the mirror and be the guy that didn't give it his all, that didn't make an impact on other people when you knew you were capable of it? You coward. I took a check and I wrote out $1 million check, and it was 2016 was the date that we put on it. 2017, became a millionaire for the first time in my life from nothing, guys, literally nothing. So when people tell you, oh, you know, well, you had it handed to you, things are easy, it's like, no, you have no idea. You don't know what it's like to struggle. But I promise you, if you felt what I felt and you looked yourself in the mirror and you realized that you had upside, but all you had to do is go all in, you might live your life differently. So what's your decision? Are you just gonna sit there, look yourself in the mirror and be like, oh, I'm okay with settling? Can you really accept that? Because if you can't, then you need to decide right now that your life is going to be better. You're gonna make mistakes along the way, but as long as you come at it with the right intentions, pure heart, and you genuinely care about the people around you, and every single thing you think about is how do I make their lives better? Watch, you're gonna have so many blessings come back your way. It's incredible. So all of this that you see here, it started with just a decision. What's your decision? Let's go.